This video is brought to you by CuriosityStream, which for a limited time is being bundled with my streaming platform Nebula. Coming up in today's show. It's working. So how noisy is that? What does it add? However, at the moment it's 50-mile-an-hour winds.
I'll take every one of them.
You'll take what I give you. Ralph, do you want to be a YouTuber? No, he's not fussed. He keeps me grounded, just so you know. Okay, just the two of us now. Bye. Okay, take two. I just wanted to say a quick thank you to everyone that sent me amazing messages about the last video I uploaded, and thank you very much for sharing your insight and all the lessons that you learnt along the way, because I know that people in the comments have helped each other, and just reading through them there's just so much life advice, and I'm just very thankful for it. So thank you. I'm very glad I made that video, and yeah, but now I want to get back to our original format that we started in 2021, back in January. And I want to start off with a song. And this song was filmed at Ditchling Cabin, and there is a 25-minute vlog up on Nebula. More about that later. But here's a little preview of the vlog, and then here is my song, Church Bell.
Must save the ore!
Stay tuned for more wholesome content. Okay, this is the cabin for the night. Look at this tub. Look at that view. Oh, milordy. 'Cause there's a church down the hill from me. There's a church up the hill from you.
I'm Mary Spender, welcome to Tuesday Talks.
Are you already in your shorts?
And my shorts.
Mark's on the hot tub. I haven't seen John in a while.
I'm going fishing.
John is fishing in Ditchling. There are sheepies looking on. John has good fishing action, but I see no trout. You can have Chicago back just for a little while. Just for a little while. Just for a little while. You can have Chicago back. Just for. We have had a very productive day. Really made the most of this location. John is finally returning after 10 days out at sea.
But I heard you're back on land.
Duetting with the crows. There's a church down the hill from me. There's a church up the hill from you. We can both hear that church bell ring. It's calling me to worship you. Meeting you there on the steps in my Sunday best, my father's hand on my shoulder,
We couldn't talk for much longer. It's a precondition. How I crave your attention. The Bible speaks its own truth. Does that truth apply to you? 'Cause there's a church down the hill from me. There's a church up the hill from you. We can both hear that church bell ring. It's calling me to worship you. There's a light at the end of my street. When that bell chimes at midnight, we meet. Tell each other stories of our day. How in time we'll run away. 'Cause all I wanna do is lie next to you. Kiss until the sunrise. Staring into your eyes. 'Cause there's a church down the hill from me. There's a church up the hill from you. We can both hear that church bell ring. It's calling me to worship you. Call me to pray. 'Cause for you I'll get down on my knees. Promise to take me where we can be free. 'Cause there's a church down the hill from me. There's a church down the hill from you. We can both hear that church bell ring. It's called me to worship you. There's a church down the hill from me. Oh, there's a church down the hill from you. We can both hear that church bell ring. It's called me to worship you.
I hope you enjoyed that. It was very, very fun to make, and it was really healthy just to get out of the studio and do something else. And yeah, the 3 tracks are up on Patreon for you to download, and then the 25-minute full vlog is up on Nebula. So go and check that out. But now it is time for Patreon question of the day. You guys know I love to answer questions out and about, vloggy style. However, at the moment it's 50-mile-an-hour winds outside and it's raining. Anyway, I'm complaining. I'm complaining too much about the weather. How unique of me. So, question time is in the studio today, and this question comes from Ted. What were some of the fun and unusual experiences you had while doing 12 Ounce Mouse? Would you play a gig as Aria, as Aria's persona? Okay. 12 Ounce Mouse was this TV cartoon show I was part of for the Cartoon Network on Adult Swim.
It seems like it unautomatized for a blip.
It doesn't whatever you said, that's not even a word.
Yeah, that happens. It's happened before.
And it aired last July, and it had been 2 years in the making. And it was an extraordinary experience. From the day I received the first email to wrapping up the project and having to do Comic-Con as a live stream, which was really sad because I would have been able to go to like San Diego and everything.
Mary, you played the role of Aria. How did you get involved in the process? You're clearly from another country as soon as we hear you speak, and that's not a put-on.
Yes, my acting was so terrible, they just used my actual accent. Working with the whole team was just incredible, and then also doing voiceover work and voice acting was me out of my comfort zone, being vulnerable, trying to act. I've never had an acting lesson. I'm not an actress. But the whole thing turned out incredible, and I've seen some comments about 12 Ounce Mouse re-airing every so often, and then people hit me up afterwards being like, wait, that was your voice as Arya. And I was in all 10 episodes. When I first came on board for the project, I didn't know how many episodes I'd be in. I could have just been like a little side character. And then Matt Malero ended up making me a main character, which was incredible. So the fun and unusual experiences were, I mean, just seeing myself as a cartoon character and seeing myself interact with all the other characters when, you know, we all did our voices separately, seeing yourself animated.
Tie bots.
Weapons, all of them now. I'll take every one of them.
You'll take what I give you. Get 'em all!
It was all mad. It was an absolutely mad experience. So, would I play a gig as Arya? That would be hard. She was kind of a badass. I'm not quite as cool as her in real life. She had this mood-changing suit, so you could tell when she was angry. Which, I mean, I don't need a suit to show you when I'm in a different mood. It's pretty clear on my face. But yeah, I would definitely play the songs that I wrote. It was really fun making music for the project too. So yeah, if you are based in the States, I don't know how you can watch it now in other regions, but go and check out Adult Swim 12 Ounce Mouse season 3 that I'm in, and yeah, it was just so fun to be part of. Now it is time for me to read
Your guitar stories.
This guitar story comes from Jeff Thill. Hi Mary, some folks on Facebook recommended I contact you about a Fender bass that I built from the ground up that has a working turbine attached. Haha. If you have any interest in my bass for your channel, let me know. I plan to have it fully built and operational in the next week. Jeff, where are you based? If you're in America, I wouldn't feel comfortable shipping that. I don't know how you build a case for this kind of instrument. However, it's working. So how noisy is that? What does it add? But it looks so goddamn cool. Look at this. That's very, very cool. So congrats on the turbine bass. And yeah. Oh, he also has music at Sonic Descent. So go and check him out. But Jeff, let me know where you are in the world. And yeah, I'd love to play a jet turbine Fender bass one day. Good one. Last but not least, it is of course time for Patreon of the day. This applies to any Patreon of any tier. So in the credits, you'll see Patrons from the Platinum tier upwards, but Patron of the day can be absolutely anybody. So I'm going to generate a number, 438. Who is 438? Arthur Atkins, you are my patron of the day. Thank you so much for your support. To everyone else, please subscribe, give this video a thumbs up and comment below. But otherwise, I'll be seeing you very soon. At the beginning of this video, I mentioned Nebula, my amazing streaming platform, which is where I'm hosting exclusive and ad-free videos. You can see an extended version of this episode without this advert, plus my in-depth conversations with Cory Wong, Tomo Fujita, and Josh Turner, as well as my European tour diary. There's just loads to dive into. The best way to access Nebula is by signing up to a subscription for CuriosityStream, who are very kindly sponsoring this video. If you aren't already aware, CuriosityStream is the best place on the internet to see thousands of the world's finest documentaries and non-fiction titles. It is the biggest documentary streaming subscription platform, founded by John Hendricks, the founder of the Discovery Channel. My documentary pick is The Birth of Rock, an episode of a series called Butterfly Effect. It discusses how if we hadn't had Elvis, would rock and roll have gone down the same route. Starting in the 1950s, it chronologically goes through and poses some really interesting questions about music. We worked out a deal that if you sign up for CuriosityStream with the link in the description, you'll also get a Nebula subscription for free. And just to give you a little more information, that Nebula subscription isn't a trial, it's free for as long as you're a CuriosityStream member. For a limited time only, CuriosityStream is offering 26% off their annual plans. That's less than $15 a year for CuriosityStream and Nebula, which is a pretty amazing bundle. So if you click on the link in the description or go to curiositystream.com/Mary Spender, it helps me and my fellow creators keep producing informative content.